Imagine you're standing in like a packed sports bar. You've got 160 different TVs playing 40 different games flawlessly, and it's all in stunning 4K.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Right. So how does someone actually control all that? And more importantly, how does that whole network not just instantly crash from the data overload?
Well, that is exactly the invisible world we're exploring in today's deep dive.
Yes, we are.
We are unpacking a pretty massive product catalog from HDTVSupply. They're a company that's been building this kind of global audiovisual infrastructure for, gosh, a quarter of a century now.
Wow.
Yeah. Our mission today is really to decode the hidden, industrial-grade tech that powers those massive video walls you see in public spaces and even highly secure spaces.
And, before we even get to the screens themselves, there's this one bundle in the catalog that just totally stopped me in my tracks.
Oh, the SurgeX.
Yeah, the industrial SurgeX power conditioner. And it's bundled with a smart PDU, a power distribution unit. I mean, looking at it, it's basically a smart power strip on steroids. I look at this thing and it feels like a massive, imposing bouncer, standing at the door of an exclusive club.
I love that. The bouncer metaphor actually gets right to the heart of how the electrical engineering works here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the power coming out of a standard wall outlet is incredibly dirty. Like, it fluctuates a lot.
Makes sense.
And if you push those little microsurges into a rack of sensitive, highly expensive video equipment,
You're just asking for trouble.
exactly, you will completely fry the microprocessors. So that SurgeX conditioner literally scrubs the electrical current so only pure, stable power reaches the VIPs behind the door.
Okay, which brings us to the VIPs. The core of this whole operation really seems to be their Wolfpack HDMI matrix switchers.
Yes, the Wolfpack series.
The catalog notes these things handle sports bar TV systems that link up to 160 TVs simultaneously. And they also power these massive 10x1 video walls.
The sheer volume of data being moved by those Wolfpack systems is just staggering. I mean, think about a single 4K video stream.
It's huge.
Right, it's a massive packet of information. Now, multiply that by 160.
Well, wait, let me pause you there, because when I hear the word switcher, I immediately picture like a glorified universal remote.
Sure, yeah.
Are you telling me a bartender is just standing there pointing a clicker at 160 individual screens? Because they would lose their mind.
No, not at all. A matrix switcher is fundamentally a high-speed data router.
Okay.
It doesn't just turn TVs on or off. It takes this massive incoming river
Yeah.
of video data, splits it into individual streams, and then basically dictates exactly where every single pixel needs to go.
In real time.
Yes, in real time, completely without degrading the image quality.
So instead of a remote control, it's more like a really complex rail yard,
Oh, that's a good way to look at it.
where the incoming video streams are the cargo cars, and the switcher can just instantly detach a specific car and seamlessly route it to any track or any TV without ever stopping the train.
Yeah, that is a much better way to conceptualize the mechanics of it. And, to control that rail yard, the catalog outlines interfaces ranging from free Android, iOS, and Windows apps to DirecTV integrations.
Nice.
But for the really heavy-duty installations, they actually bypass Wi-Fi entirely. They use dual RS-232 and TCP/IP protocols.
Wait, really? Why bypass Wi-Fi? I mean, isn't wireless basically the gold standard now?
Well, not when failure isn't an option. I mean, Wi-Fi drops packets. It gets interference.
That's true, yeah.
RS-232 and TCP/IP are hardwired industrial communication languages.
Yeah.
So when a command is sent using those protocols over a physical cable, it is absolutely guaranteed to execute. The signal just never drops.
Oh, wow. Which actually, that suddenly makes sense of a totally different section of this catalog.
The government stuff.
Exactly, because if this technology guarantees zero latency and zero crashes, it naturally attracts buyers who absolutely cannot afford a system failure, like the military, for instance.
Right, the catalog has an extensive government purchasing section for that exact reason. They offer TAA-approved matrix letters, meaning they meet strict trade agreements, ACT security and manufacturing standards.
And you can buy them through federal GSA schedules, SAM.gov, stuff like that.
Yeah, and even the NASA CP program, which is like the major pipeline for government IT purchasing.
That just completely reframes what this equipment is for me. I mean, the exact same mechanical routing required to flawlessly broadcast a Sunday football game across a sports bar
Is exactly what space agencies rely on to manage critical secure data feeds.
That's wild.
The underlying infrastructure is literally identical. It's just the video feed that changes.
It really changes how you look at the world. I mean, next time you are sitting in a sports bar staring up at a synchronized video wall, you aren't just seeing the picture anymore.
No, you're seeing the architecture.
Exactly. You're seeing that massive Wolfpack matrix switcher and the SurgeX power conditioner just quietly running the show behind the scenes.
You really can't unsee it once you know it's there.
You can't. But I do want to leave you with one final thought today. Looking through this HDTVSupply catalog, they already have a dedicated section for 8K HDMI products and 8K matrix switchers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we just established that routing standard, or 4K video across 160 screens, is a massive feat of data traffic control. So what happens to this invisible infrastructure, that imposing bouncer at the door and the complex rail yard behind it, when sports bars and government facilities inevitably transition to the staggering resource-heavy bandwidth of 8K?